Hello everyone. In the previous video we have discussed about the data types, and we also have seen that there are three types of data type: fundamental, custom and special data types. We have discussed two of them, and also we have discussed in brief about variables. But variable is a term that needs to be explained more. So let's try to explore something more about the variables. As we have seen, variables are basically a reference name in the memory for some value or any information that needs to be stored. In other words, variables are used to store information to be referenced and manipulated in a computer program. They also provide a way of labeling data with a descriptive name so that our programs can be understood more clearly by the reader. For example, if I write x equal to 4 and y equal to 5 and z equal to 7. So here x is a variable that is referencing in the memory to store this value 4. Similarly, y and z. If I want to add all these numbers, what should I write? X plus y plus z, and this is, let's say, z1. If I print z1, see, it is giving the addition of x, y and z. But hey, after assigning values to variables, this looks quite messy. In order to make it more meaningful, to make sense in programming, we have to take the naming of variables in such a way that it explains itself what it is meant for. That's why when you are naming variables, think hard about the names. Try your best to make sure that the name you assign your variables is accurately descriptive and understandable to another programmer. Now, naming a variable has many constraints too. If I just change this variable into, let's say, number 1, this is number 2, and this as number 3, and just replace all of them like this and change this z1 into sum, and when I print sum here, it gives the sum of all these three numbers. But changing the name in this way, it gives more sense into the programming. If anybody sees this program, he quickly understands what does it mean. Sum has its meaning. Number 1, number 2 and number 3, they have their own meaning. So in this way, defining a name for any variable, for any information, is very important in programming. Now, what are the constraints that are for naming a variable? Let's find out. So these are some points while naming a variable that you should keep in mind. So variable name can have a short name or more descriptive name, such as x or y or age, car name, total volume. It should start with a letter or underscore. It cannot start with a number, but you should have numbers in between, but not at the beginning of the name of any variable. It can contain alphanumeric characters. As I said, you can use any alphabet, you can use any of the numeric and underscores as well. The variable names are case sensitive also. For example, this age and this age and this age, having all small, having a title format, having all in caps lock, they all have three different names, or they have three different meanings. So we have to keep in mind all these points while naming a variable. Let's discuss this with some examples, or just find out what are the valid and invalid variable names. So we have this first variable name is name. This is a valid variable name because it can contain any of the alphabet. Next, name 1, yes, it is again a valid variable name because it can contain alphanumeric characters. Next, we have name underscore 1. Yes, it is again a valid variable name because of alphanumeric and underscore. This is invalid. Why? Because the variable name is starting with a numeric and this is invalid. This one is invalid because of the presence of this special character. We can use only alphabet, numeric and underscores. We cannot use any of these special characters. This has underscore one name. Yes, it is again valid because it is not starting from a numeric, it is starting from underscore. Next, this is again valid. This one is invalid because of this special character. This is valid because we can use alphanumeric and underscores as well. This is again valid for the same reason. This is invalid because of the special character. Now let's see how to assign values to variable. We have seen x equal to 8. If I want to print x, just run it. See, this is giving the value of x. What if I want to assign y equal to 8, z equal to 8? All these values, if I assign simultaneously, like x equal to 8 and y equal to 8, z equal to 8. If I print x, see, this is giving the value of x. If I print z, again this is giving the value of z. So this is the way to assign a single value to multiple variables. Now if I want to assign multiple values to multiple variables in a single line, like x, y, z equal to 5, 8, 9. Is it possible to assign values to 3 different variables in this way? Let's find out. Print x. Yes, it is printing. Print y. Yes. Print z. Yes, it is printing. What about if I want to assign some string? Let's say Python. See, it is printing. So this is all about the variables. We will discuss some more topics in the next video. Till then, bye bye.